Hello, I'm Shawn Kenney, and I'm back playing some more StarMade. I've been working on the cube, and I thought it might be time for a little bit of a weapons test. I've got the outside skin on it and filled it with some shields. I was looking at someone put together a document. I'll have to try and find that and put it as a link as well. But from what they were saying, it looks like the most efficient way for weapons seems to be just single blocks. So I thought I'd try that design. I also put some salvaging cannons in there behind it so that we'll also be able to gather materials. And trying some guided missiles using, I think these are supposed to work. So we'll give it a try. I have a dreadnought out there for target practice. And thought we'd give it a try here. So, still gets a little laggy, that's for sure. It does appear that we're getting through the shields. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, okay, we've shot a hole right through. Or at least into the armor. Although it does get pretty laggy when we get in there. How's it looking? So I guess they've changed a lot of the way. I'm not quite sure quite how all the shields are working now. Apparently we have more top shield power, but the regeneration is a lot slower. So, yeah, you know, I'm just sort of I'm not even holding it down, and looks like we got a bit of a hole going. We could try our missiles. I put 4 missiles on, it only seems to be coming out in 3. I'm not quite sure why. But, well, it looks like the shield's regenerated on the dreadnought, so maybe I have to... Well, as much as I was hoping this might not lag very much, it seems to lag a fair bit. Oh, I know what it was. I need to target the actual core. There they go. So, while definitely lag-inducing, it's certainly a little more functional than it was before. At least it is happening and it is resolving the hits on the enemy ship. But as far as fighting, I don't know. It'd be kind of hard to say. Maybe if we back up a little bit, might make things a little bit easier on the collision detection. Yeah, that definitely seems to be better. I guess the actual range on these cannons is the shortest. That's the trade-off. Oh, it seems to be I mean, it definitely gets through the shields. But I think, yeah, I think we're too far. So I don't know. Maybe some experimenting. I might have to switch back to see once. I think it might be about a 250 meter range according to the chart. So you know what? I think that gets it into the realm where it's a little too laggy. It might be a little more useful in another setup, I think. Perhaps on fighters or something. Yeah, as soon as I get close enough to do damage, it It lags out. So, not quite a real destructive cube yet. Another thing I was trying is playing around with the setting the enemy faction, or set, use the command, start _ ship _ AI, and I set this Borg sphere to 1, thinking maybe that'll be a friendly. So I was going to initiate a wave, and let's see what happens here. Maybe get a little bit of a test on how our shields might do. As far as the jamming and cloaking that I've added in here, not quite sure realistically whether this is going to work. Oh, we have our enemies out there now. But, okay, they're picking at the shields. Now the Borg sphere doesn't seem to be doing anything. Okay. Well, obviously that doesn't work. I can set it as an AI enemy. Well, let's try setting it to 0. Okay. Maybe that's it. And now that's attacking the pirates. Okay, cool. So setting the enemy AI to 0 makes it at least I guess a friendly. So that'll help out. Now, I wanted to try out the cloaker. We don't have enough power to run it continuously. It's either one of them, the jammer or the cloaker. What I will do, might need to turn off the Borg sphere. Actually, I'm going to set it as an enemy as well, and see if we can jam them. So make sure they're all attacking on me, I guess. They're pirates, but they started attacking each other now. I guess they hate each other. Oh well. So I have one guy. See, if I use this, the jammer, right away we start draining through our power really quickly. I'm going to turn it off and okay. I'm guessing he's shooting at me or the other guy. I'm going to initiate another wave just so I'm under a real big attack. So we can really test this out here. And still really sluggish. I've been adding some more power generators and more thrusters, and it's still, you know, going to have to add a whole lot more layers in it for it to be real good. But I don't know, I think I'm getting pretty much done on the cube. I might have, I was thinking about if it's possible to make disruptors that are weapons, or like disruptor blocks and have an AI block. I'm not quite sure whether it's possible, or we can make bombs. That might be possible. But okay, so jamming, yeah, that stops them from attacking. Cloaking draws power much quicker. But anyways, it basically will sort of stop them from attacking you. I'm wondering whether there's much difference. Like I wonder, like jam or with cloaking, I'm guessing maybe you can slip past them and not get their aggro, whereas jamming you do, but you can prevent them from attacking you. I'm kind of guessing is the mechanic. Maybe what I'll look at doing is making a small sort of stealth frigate or something. A little more, a ship that's a little better for running around your day-to-day use, I think, rather than, say, something as silly as a Borg cube. But I did want to have one in my catalog for being able to spawn out. Oh yeah, that's a friend of mine was working on a TIE fighter, and apparently it's gotten into my catalog, so it spawns as an enemy occasionally, although he doesn't really have anything on it other than the shape. But okay, so that's a little bit more on the cube. Like I said, I think I'm getting pretty close to done on this as far as how much I'm going to put into it. As you can see, like I'll give you a few final stats here. It's about like 1.2 million shields total, whereas the regen's only about 18k. So I think they have made some changes to that. Recovery 4.0, I'm not quite sure what that means. Maybe that's something to do with the recharge rate. As you can see, I mean, they've been pounding on me quite a bit, and we are losing shields, although it is taking some time. I suppose I can try blowing some of these guys up now. I think they've had their fun. Let's see how the lock-on missiles work. Definitely, you know, I mean, we're getting some frames per second. Maybe with the Dreadnought, it's a little... Having two large ships like that can be maybe a little troublesome, but yeah, I think the other concern is my shots are not necessarily going far enough, so I may have to probably be redesigning that weapon. But when I was looking at the chart, that's what it seemed to indicate. So I thought I'd play around with it, see if it was possible to make it really work. At least I have a I can a nice big block of shot, so even if I'm not exactly accurate, I can get the occasional hit in. I'll try locking those missiles on again. They say it's pretty sluggish. I need to add more thrusters, which adds more weight, which adds more power. Ends up being a little circular. It's going to be kind of tough trying to balance this thing out, but I think we're getting, it's sort of getting there. If I can get these missiles to actually hit. Well, I think that'll take me forever. So, yeah, I'll do a little bit of finishing work on this cube and maybe get the craft file up, and then I'm definitely moving on to some other stuff. Oh, maybe we can get a close-in of the missiles. Oh, yeah, okay, well, missiles hit, they work. There we go. I've been working on the pattern as well, and that had symmetry on it, and I'm kind of not really happy with it. It's you really tell with the symmetry, especially where it's a lot smaller than it was. So I was just starting to work. This is going to take a lot longer though, if doing the whole thing and just trying to randomly make the effect of the Borg outer sphere. But it certainly can hold up to some punishment. And, maybe experiment with some turrets. I was thinking maybe just some really flat turrets and cover the outside with it. Maybe that might be the way to go. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, feel free, leave comments. I think this is it for now. I'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching. So long for now.